Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin, but I was kind of waiting for the NASDAQ here to cool off, or the Qs, the proxy of the NASDAQ, and all the other ones, NDQ and everything, had like a super blow off. And as it continue to go up, I don't know. I keep saying these things are going to go down. They keep going up. So I guess if I say that they're going to go down now, or I say they're going to continue to go up, they'll go down now, right? Maybe I should do that. Yeah, they're going to continue to go up. MoonShot up to all-time highs. Now they'll go down, right? So this right here is I'm trying to put this together, whether this is a good thing for Bitcoin or a bad thing for Bitcoin, guys. Like I'm erring towards more of a bad thing with these blowing off like this as a tech stock and decorrelating from Bitcoin for the most part. People want a decorrelation. Well, today was the day for sure. As of recently, because Bitcoin's been a correction since about that time, 13th of April, and he's been going up. Bitcoin's been going down. So one of the things is that I think, with the Fed, I'm going to go over here to this Fed thing, okay? This keeps going back and forth. I didn't know it changed so often. Every 2-4 hours, it keeps changing 33%, 30%, 36%, 38%. Over here in June for a rate hike of 25 basis points, which nobody seems to be talking about. They don't think that that's really a possibility. I think it is a possibility. And with this, I think it's a high probability that it's going to be happening, guys. If you think about that. So that kind of explains what's going on with Bitcoin, guys. Okay. So let me go back over here to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is going to be making this trek down, because it's going to be pricing in the additional rate hike, and then probably a pause after June, guys. And that makes sense that before I put this all together, and I was wondering why on my algos, everything was turning down. Like Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, what's the other one? Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, and anything that had to do with crypto was like, okay, nosedive. I mean, I'm just like, I'm not saying nosedive, okay? Like people take it out of context. What I'm saying is, a turn to the downside, I should say. But here's the thing. It's going to be going down so far into a correction till the 19th of June, which makes a little bit more sense too. They do the rate hike. The NASDAQ has time to finish its correction, whatever it's going to do. The S&P 500, I think, could be coming up for a correction. And by that time, at the end of June, I would say middle of June, end of June, or beginning into July, there should be a correction. And you want to pay attention to this area on Bitcoin, guys, okay? I am more in line with a gentleman named Bob Lucas. He said this is all just noise. It's going to go down correct. And those corrections are opportunities to buy the dip, okay? I don't know if any of you watched his YouTube video. He just posted one. He has a very good video explaining some things, and kind of a little bit, like he said, a little bit of a motivational speech. So credit to him. He did a good job, I thought, on his video. And I'm in the same line. We come to the same conclusion, both him and I, except by different methods. Okay. He uses the 60-day and the 4-year cycle. He's continuing to use the 4-year cycle. And I don't know if it's going to go on a 4-year cycle, but I'll say this. He did mention something about a short cycle. Now, I don't know what that means, but whatever that means, then this could be a short cycle, in my opinion. I'm a little pumped up, guys. I just got done working out. I was outside. I got some sun. I got all jacked up, and I had like this nitro cold brew. It's my new energy drink, man. Nitro cold brew with cream, a little bit of cream in there. I don't drink it black. A little bit of cream in there. It's better than any of those energy drinks. Those energy drinks, they put a bunch of junk in there, guys. Like it's like turpentine. It's like think about that. It's like turpentine. Like it's like toxicity to your system. Not to say that caffeine is like good for you, but at least it comes out of the ground. You know what I'm saying? So all right, guys. So anyhow, InvestStorm October, he was like concerned on my follow me on Twitter, letting you guys know on the updates what's going to be going down. But here's with Bitcoin, guys. I think it's going to be generally in this area. There's a lot of confluence. It's got support there. It's got support there. In this area, it's got this trend line. It's going to come down to that trend line, guys, and test it. And you're going to see YouTube video after YouTube video. Oh my God, look at this. Beginning of the bear market and all this other stuff is going to be going on, guys. Basically, at the end of the deal, if Bitcoin made a wave one, and this is coming into a second wave, here's the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is Bitcoin can retrace 618 of that whole leg, logarithmic, to there, and all the way down to 786, guys. Okay, I'll show you. Let's go over here. We're going to count that wick. Okay, this is a wick. Boom. You see? 786. Okay, so very, very common, and that can happen. I don't think, I don't think it's going to happen this round. That's just what I'm thinking with Bitcoin. But you never know, guys. You just never know. But these are the general areas. This area right here, I think Bitcoin's going to go sideways for a little while between 25 to 26K. I was kind of hoping to do a retrace up. Didn't want to do it, but it's not done. It hasn't broken that low yet. Retrace up and start doing some more moves over here, guys, okay? And then coming down into this area and definitely into the box is going to be the buy opportunity, okay? It's going to be the buy opportunity to ride this wave up, okay? So now what I'm going to do with you guys is I'm going to go over alternate counts. Alternate counts. The bears. Let's get the bears pumped up, right? We got to get the bears pumped up because you know how they start creaming in their jeans, man, when they see that up top right there. Look at that. Inverse head and shoulders. Boom, 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 boom. Throw it in. Throw it in. We're good, right? So, hey, I saw it too, man. And it looks like it's going to play out. So, hey, give it that. But we had the big one, right? The Bulls had the big one underneath. Boom, boom, boom. And the Bears had the top one, the little baby one. So, hey, we won that game. If it was a basketball game, we would have won. So, here's the deal with it. I'm going to go over and show you something I was looking at. All right. This is reasonable. I know I'm joking around a little bit, guys, but hey, got to have a little fun, man. Cheer up. Cheer up, man. Everybody's like getting sad and stuff, man. Oh, Bitcoin going down. Okay. It's not the end of the world. The market, there's this guy, Jim of all trades. He says the market always comes back. Just might take 3 years, right? I like his quote. The market always comes back. Yeah, 5 years from now, it'll come back. So, all right, guys. So here's the deal. I want to show you something. Here's a account a lot of people are going with. I disagree with it. I'm going to prove to you why I disagree with it. I'm going to go on to a weekly chart. Okay? Make sense of this. Use common sense. Okay, here's the count. I'll show you guys right here. It's calling this A, B, and this is a C, and it's coming down 10K. I'm going to show you guys something why that's probably wrong. Okay? You see, you have a leg here, you have a leg here, you have a leg here, and you got a correction there, and you got a correction there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time. You see that leg? How long did that take? 70 days. More or less. Let's check the other leg. This leg. How long did that leg take? 77 days. Okay. And how long did this leg take? Check this leg. It took about 84 days. So you see how the time there, and there are kind of close. Okay. Now I'm going to check this right here, guys. Right here. Okay. Check this out. 63 days for that correction. Let's check this one out right here. Okay. To the top, 63 days, 63 days, 63 days. So what does that mean? That means a high probability all this goes together. This goes to that leg goes to that leg, that correction goes to that correction. To take this 63-day and get this B wave that's taken 140 days really doesn't make sense, guys, okay? Waves don't work like that. You don't have A waves that last 10 days and C waves that last 300 days. It doesn't go like that. Usually if it was going to do one over here like a flat, it would have been a ripper and it would have been a shorter amount of time and it probably would have been higher in my opinion. Okay. Is there still an argument to it? Hey, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So what does that mean? More than likely what you got is a completed sequence right there. So you got this. Now that eliminates that mess. So now we got another mess to deal with on the bear side is ABC. Okay. I disagree with that one too. Why do I disagree with that one? Because you would go right here. This would be A, B, C. Okay? ABC wave. Why would that not be good? Because that would be a connector wave. And here is, let's call this a three-way move like this, a W, X, Y, okay? You have a leg right there, and you have a connector wave. So the same amount of time, you got to take that like this. I'm not saying it's going to go that low. It wouldn't probably go that low. You got to take a connector. It's connecting this leg, guys. So this leg right here, okay, this whole leg that it did, this would be an ABC. This would be a connector wave, okay, down like that, all right? So that is probably not it either, in my opinion, okay? Now, the one that could be it is this could be an ABC. It could be doing a WXY like this. So it would come down into a B wave, a three-way move, and do another ABC over here for a WXY. And then this whole thing could be a connector. Something like that, I would gather what it would do. And this would be very bullish over there, guys. That's what I think is the most likely, probable bearish type deal that Bitcoin would be doing. Otherwise, the primary one that I'm looking at is this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up in that direction, up high, obviously to 30K almost, or 31K. And then it's doing a correction, and it's going to go into this is going into a second wave, and it's going to go into a third wave, guys, till it proves to me otherwise. The only way you're going to know that this is not a second wave is it's got to come all the way back down here and break that low. Now, what are the odds it's going to come down like that and break that low? Well, it's going to have one of these. It's got to have one of those. That's how they work, guys. So here, I'll break this down. I'll show you. Make it real easy for you. Every two waves has a connector wave, no matter WXY, ABC, right? Here's an A wave. Here's a C wave. They go together, but the one that connects it is a B wave. So what you would do, as an example, you could say that's A, that would be B, okay? Well, excuse me, that would be your B, your connector, and then you need to have a C. Now, the C doesn't have to go as long or as deep, but the time, it would be the time, guys. You see where this becomes an issue to say this is going up and it's going to have another leg over there? If it is, you can see what's going to happen. I mean, you're not talking 10,000. You're talking something real low, guys. I don't think that that's probably going to be going on. I don't think you'd have a wave looking like this at the bottom. I don't think you would. As a matter of fact, I would think it would be a lot higher. If it's going to be connecting a leg, this should be going a lot higher up here and then back down, in my opinion. So when it's all said and done, I'm looking for a second wave correction in here, guys, to the end of June, middle of June, end of June, beginning of July, in that time frame. And that will give enough time for the NASDAQ to do what it needs to do. Whether this thing is going to continue to go up, go down, go sideways, whatever it's going to do, it needs to do a correction at some point. Where is the NASDAQ? Right here, guys. It needs to do a correction at some point, right? Looks like we were in the wrong game, right? We should have been in the tech stocks. You know, I was thinking about that the day that I said when Facebook did that bottom, I was thinking of that too, guys. Right here, October of 22. I was like, you know what? I'm wondering if tech stocks are going to be the ones that go off, just because how deep that correction was on the monthly chart on Facebook. And my gut was right, but I didn't follow my gut, right? So I guess you live and learn on that one. So that's what's going on with that, guys. And during the second wave correction, you know, some of those alts, man, that are weak, that haven't done an impulse wave off the bottom, guys, they're gonna get smoked, in my opinion. Okay, a lot of those are gonna get smoked. So just be patient with Bitcoin. Let it do its what it needs to do in this area, guys. To get down there and do a pretty deep correction. And right here, what I would be looking for is for this stochastic on the weekly to get back down there, guys. Get back down to this area to reset that cycle is what I'd be checking out. And then pay attention to it, the RSI on the daily, okay, to get any signals to see what it's going to be doing. Because at some point, you can see on this correction on the daily, right? Here's the start of the correction. And you can see right here, it's looking like that's all the same, right? It's all the same correction right there. So at some point, right, it's going to be down there all the way into oversold as an example. And then it's going to retrace. Let me move that out of the way. It's going to retrace, okay? If it gets down there as an example, and then it's going to break that, okay? It's going to break that trend. and it's going to do a retrace up there. And then you're going to want to see what it's going to do over there, guys. Okay. Is there a shot that could be ended right there? I mean, it could, you know, I'm not counting on it, guys. I got algorithms telling me everything's going to be going down. Okay. It's going to be going down to this area to about that date, about the end of June. Okay. The only issue is I don't know what it's going to do over here as far as the second wave correction. It finally gets back down there. Is it going to do a connector wave, or is it going to go bullish in this area? That's the issue, guys. I can't predict that. I hope that it's going to be done with this correction in that area, guys. It'll be a pretty deep correction if it gets down there. You know, this you'd be looking at a Bitcoin drop of that area, about 24, and then middle of it, 28%, 30%. So 30, 35% would be pretty reasonable for Bitcoin, you know. Pretty reasonable. Actually, a pretty shallow second wave correction, to be straight with you guys. You know, second wave correction is usually a little bit more, like 50. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.